position. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in it.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air goes Nix. And his first pass is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down to about the 45. The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Gets around him, and some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Leonard. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's going to pick up the 1st down and inside. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
That's the score. Broncos 7, Lions nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Leonard. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and short. When you look at this Bronco defense, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Leonard. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Leonard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
The give, right side for Gibbs. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd down and 4.
18-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Looking to throw. Leonard. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Back back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. Throwing Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Farmer. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. To throw is Nix. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Nix. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Leonard. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Back to throw. Leonard. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here's a diving catch right side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 34. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
That's the game of play. It's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Operating from the gun, Leonard. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
Oh, Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The slot man in motion right. A final shot before break. Leonard. Oh, and that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Head off to Gibbs, headed right here to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. A good pickup there to 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Hand off now to Gibbs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Bates' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Nix. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Off the play fake. Nix. They shakes him off. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. On the give, here's Gibbs. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and 4.
Back to throw. Leonard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The offense on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Leonard. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Farmer. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
They're going. It's Nix.
That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Nix from the shotgun.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A game of 15. First down, Broncos.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Nix.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Nix to the air.
Escaping the pressure right.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. He has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
He's got room to roam.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The sound reverberating here in the Dome. This is 3rd down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Lions 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pass complete, Thomas. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle.